Happy Pi Day, and also happy birthday, Albert Einstein. Now let's take a look at the new releases, including WWE 2k23. Hello, and welcome to Parents Guide to Games. My name is Stefan. If you please like, share, and subscribe. Here are the games coming of March 14th, 2023. The first game on our list is Legend of Heroes Trails of Azure. This is coming on PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and PC. The rating is teen. Content descriptions: blood, fantasy violence, language, sexual themes, simulated gambling, use of alcohol and tobacco. This is a role-playing game in which players lead a rookie division of a fictional police department. From a 3/4 overhead perspective, players explore the fantasy kingdom while interacting with characters and engaging in turn-based combat against soldiers and fantasy creatures. Players choose weapons and magic attacks from a menu and watch moves performed in a brief animated sequence. Battles are highlighted by gunfire, explosion, and cries of pain. A handful of sequences depict additional acts of violence and blood: a woman crushed by a chandelier, resulting in bloodstains, a man impaled by crystal shards, accompanied by blood splatter effects, soldiers lying in small pools of blood. One prolonged sequence depicts a character groping and squeezing another character's breast. During the course of the game, some characters are depicted consuming alcohol and smoking cigarettes. In one casino setting, players can wager in-game currency on slot machines, poker, and blackjack. Swear words appear in-game. The next game on the list is Anno 1800. This comes on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. The rating is teen. Content descriptions: alcohol and tobacco references, language, and mild violence. This is a strategy game in which players manage a trading company while balancing aspects of their settlements during the Industrial Age. From a top-down perspective, players build various structures, cultivate crops, and manage citizens, and battle hostile forces. Some sequences depict naval warfare, where small ships shooting cannons and other ships in coastal buildings. Battles are accompanied by frequent gunfire and explosions. Players can manufacture dozens of commodities and industries, including alcohol and tobacco. Trading these products can complete certain objectives. Swear words appear in-game. Now let's take a look at Bayonetta Origins, Cereza, and the Lost Demon. This comes on Nintendo Switch. The rating is teen. The content descriptions: animated blood, fantasy violence. This is an action-adventure game in which players assume the role of Cereza, a child witch, on a quest to rescue her imprisoned mother. From a 3/4 overhead perspective, players traverse the forest, solve puzzles, and battle fantasy creatures. Players cast spells at enemies and using a giant stuffed cat to perform melee attacks against enemies. Combat is highlighted by impact sounds, slow motion effects, large explosions, and colorful blood splatter effects. A handful of sequences allow players to perform finishing attacks on boss creatures: a creature placed inside an Iron Maiden, a severed arm used to impale a giant creature. One still image depicts a witch impaled by a lance. Another sequence ends with a character's corpse dangling from the monster's mouth. And last game on today's list with a full description is WWE 2k23. This is coming on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and PC. The rating is teen. The content descriptions: blood, language, suggestive themes, and violence. This is a wrestling game in which players can select characters from a WWE roster, complete matches, and progress through storylines. Players perform a variety of wrestling moves, as well as punches and kicks. Some matches allow players to use chairs, tables, and sticks to strike characters. Blood sometimes appears on wrestlers' faces, typically caused by bodily hits and targeted moves. Video footage of real wrestlers also depict blood. Female characters often are depicted wearing revealing outfits and sometimes pose suggestively during the introductions. Wrestlers can also make taunting gestures during matches. Swear words appear in the game, and some wrestlers hold up their middle fingers to the crowd and/or opponents. And the rest of the games are also coming out, but no information was available. Please follow Parents Guide Gaming on YouTube and Facebook, and email any questions at parentsg2g@gmail.com. And thank you for watching, and please subscribe.